Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nihan Akhtar, and I've lived in Brighton for 20 odd years. I'll be reading 4 letters today. They're all from Indian soldiers to their fellow soldiers. One of them is actually written to the king, which I'll read last. They're all on the theme of bravery, where the soldiers are sort of talking about the acts of bravery of their fellow soldiers. They are written to their fellow soldiers or superiors. And they also talk about the treatment of the soldiers and the policy of the army to send the soldiers back to the battlefield. So my first letter is actually by Subedar Mir Dast, who was the recipient of the Victoria Cross, as Davinder pointed out in his presentation. He was of the 55th Coke's Rifles, which was attached to the 57th Rifles, and it's written to Subedar Khan of the 57th Rifles. It was sent from the Pavilion Hospital here in Brighton, obviously, and originally it was written in Urdu using the Arabic script, and this is a translation in English. I'm in England. I have been twice wounded, once in the left hand, of which 2 fingers are powerless. The other injury is from gas. He calls it the dhuan, or it's smoke. I suppose you know about that. It gives me great pain and will go on doing so. So the gas, more than his physical injuries, is causing some lasting pain to him. The men who came from the men who came from our regiment have done very well and will do so again. I want your congratulations. I've got the Victoria Cross. So this is where he talks about him receiving the Victoria Cross. The Victoria Cross is a very fine thing, but this gas gives me no rest. And he goes on to say, it has done for me, meaning it is sort of causing me some lasting damage. It's a sort of translation. So this is Mir Dast. This is the first letter. The second letter I'm reading is from Yusuf Khan, again Pathan, to Harif Khan of 40th Pathans who are stationed in France. It was written from the Kitchener's Indian Hospital in Brighton. It was again written in Urdu using Arabic script in 1915. And this one, Yusuf Khan actually talks about Mir Dast and his bravery. So it goes as follows. The king and King's Mem Sahib, as in King's wife or madam, and King's daughter came here. They saw all the patients and gave decorations to 7 men who had done brave deeds. There was a Subedar of 57th Rifles named Mir Dast, who also received a decoration. The day before, he received a telegram from the king telling him to write out a paper containing whatever request he had to make, and the king would ask him about it when he came. The request which he made was this. So this is what Mir Dast wrote for the king. I have no son that you might give him a Jamadari or Havaldari, which are like posts in the army. But this is my request, that when a man has been wounded, it is not well to take him back again into the trenches. For no good work will done by his hand, but he will spoil others also. And this letter was indeed passed on to the intended recipient, Harif Khan. The next letter I'm reading is from Subedar Major Sundar Singh Bahadur, who was a Sikh in the 89th Punjabi, to Havaldar Basant Singh of the 1st Sappers and Miners who were stationed in France. This letter was written in Brighton, but it was written in Gurumukhi, which is the script used to write Punjabi. It was sent in 1915. On the 14th, the Emperor gave me 2 medals. He decorated me with his own hands in his palace in London. An account of it has been published with a photograph in all the papers. By mistake, only 1 medal was mentioned, but I was given 2. The occasion did me very great honor. They treat me with very great respect in London. I'm always given a motor car in which I go to see the famous palaces. All this is by the grace of God. and the favor of the captain of our company and the good work of the company itself. And I was only a poor Jat. Jat is a sect within Punjabis. My thoughts are now very much towards my company, and I pray always to the Guru as in, the Punjabis pray to Guru. I pray always to the Guru for its welfare. And this letter was passed to its intended recipient, which was Hawaldar Masud Singh. The final letter I'm reading today was indeed written to the king himself. It was written in Urdu, but using essentially the Roman script, as in the English alphabet. It was written out of Milford-on-Sea, and it appears to be anonymous. And we don't know whether this was passed on to the king or not. So, interestingly enough, the translation actually does mention the envelope as well. And the envelope says, England, the Emperor, let no one except the king open this. From the Indian sick in hospital, Barton. So that was written on the envelope on the other side. The contents of the letter were as follows. To the Emperor of India, England, from the sick whose petition is this, that no British officer nor Indian doctor cares for us. They deal hardly with the sick. Let the king, God bless him, understand more than the little that is written. Your Majesty's order was that a man who had been wounded once should be allowed to return to India, or that if he had recovered, he should not be made to serve again. The heart of India is broken because they inflict suffering on the sick. Blessed King, what can I say? There is nothing worth describing. So there's despair in this language. We do not get new clothes. In the morning only tea. At 10 o'clock, a chapati and a spoonful of dal. So, not enough food. In 24 hours, 5 cigarettes. In the evening, the chapatis are half baked and there is no meat. No sick man gets well fed. The Indians have given their lives for 11 rupees, which was, the sum that the soldiers received at the time. Any man who comes here wounded is returned thrice or 4 times to the trenches. Only that man goes to India who has lost an arm or a leg or an eye. Thank you.